Title: Kentucky Republican proposes bill to decriminalize sexual relations with first cousins. In a controversial move, a Kentucky Republican lawmaker has recently introduced legislation that seeks to redefine the state's laws regarding incestuous relationships. House Bill 269 aims to remove first cousins from the list of family members with whom it is currently illegal to engage in sexual relations. The proposed bill, put forward by the Republican representative, intends to amend Kentucky law by decriminalizing consensual sexual activity between first cousins. If passed, individuals involved in such relationships would no longer face criminal liability for incestuous acts. Under the existing legal framework, sexual relations between first cousins are considered illegal in Kentucky, as they are in many other U.S. states. Proponents of the bill argue that this prohibition infringes on personal freedoms and should be reevaluated. Supporters of House Bill 269 contend that the societal norms and attitudes towards cousin relationships have evolved significantly over the years. They argue that the current law fails to reflect the changing perspectives and views on consanguineous relationships, and that it is unfair to label consenting adults engaging in such relationships as criminals. However, critics of the bill express concerns about potential negative consequences and cultural implications that may rise from decriminalizing incestuous relationships. They argue that allowing such relationships could have serious consequences for familial dynamics and may lead to a wider range of societal issues. It is worth noting that proponents of the bill have clarified that it does not advocate for or condone relationships involving minors or non-consensual acts. The focus of the proposed legislation is solely on consensual relationships between adult first cousins. House Bill 269 is expected to spark intense debate and controversy within the Kentucky legislature and broader society. If it were to pass, Kentucky would join a small number of U.S. states that have already decriminalized sexual relations between first cousins. As the legislation progresses through the legislative process, the fate of House Bill 269 will ultimately be determined by lawmakers' interpretation of moral and ethical considerations, as well as the potential societal impact that such a change could bring. It is important to note that any changes to the law must prioritize the well-being and safety of individuals, while also respecting the principles of personal freedom and autonomy. The outcome of this bill will have profound implications for Kentucky, potentially setting a precedent for other states grappling with similar legal debates.